Okay, this is the grid for my Le Mans Daytona cars. You have the Penske Donahue Ferrari, the Ford P86, Ford GT, the Lola, Porsche, another Lola, Sunoco Lola, and then another Porsche. And that'll be it for that group. Okay, here's the last group. This is Group 7 Can-Am. So what we have is a McLaren, which is a Can-Am champion. We have the Chevron. We have two Lolas. We have a BRM. This one here, that is another Lola. And we have a Mirage, a later model McLaren. And we have the Can-Am Killer Porsche. We have the Matra, the two Chaparrals. We have the inaugural Can-Am champion Lola, John Surtees. We have the Porsche Mark Donohue, team car of George Fulmer. It was the champion that year. And then the next one up is a 908 Porsche. And then we have the Ferrari 312 PB and the Alfa 333. And this is the last group of cars. So this is the collection to date. I've got a couple more 70s Formula One cars coming probably this week. Down the line, whenever they decide to release them, I have two more of the NSR Formula 86, 89s coming. And then we'll have to see what else grabs my fancy that comes out, but we'll have to see. I'm almost out of space in my storage chest for cars. Actually, I am out of storage space, to be honest. But, yeah, we'll see. I have a couple of other cars that I'm working on as far as customs that I'm doing. One is going to be a Cale Yarborough Wood Brothers Torino. I have the decals for that. I have a couple other bodies to work on for the stock car collection, and those, will be a work in progress down the line, probably sometime during the winter. As you see the track here, again, for those that haven't seen this track before, it's a Scalextrics track. It's a scale quarter-mile road course, 42 feet, I believe, running feet. The platform is 6 feet wide, 9 feet long. If I would have had more space, I could have made it a little bit bigger and spread this out so it wouldn't be as jammed up against itself. But I wanted to try to get the maximum amount of track space on a flat, one-level platform as I could. I will be redoing the grandstand areas. I want to get something a little bit more realistic and a little bit more robust as time goes on. These are the signs that I have. Oh, I did forget a car. Hang on. Can't believe I forgot this one. The final Can-Am champion, 1974 Can-Am. Can-Am series ran from 66 to 74, and I think I have a good number of the champions' cars. 74, 70, 73. Well, he split time between the 6 and the 7 while Mark was injured, but Falmer won in the L&M Porsche. This was the 66 champion. I believe this was the 1970 car. I think that was the 70 champion. Denny Hulme. And then you had the 68 or 67 champion of Bruce McLaren. Basically how this went was 66 was Surtees and Alola, and that was 67 Bruce McLaren, 68 Denny Hulme, 69 Bruce McLaren, 1970 Denny Hulme, 1971 was Peter Revson in a McLaren. And then pretty much McLaren, especially after the death of Bruce, concentrated more on F1 as far as factory work goes. They did have some customer cars that they ran in 72 and 73, and I think there was, customer cars that ran in 74, but there was no factory effort to my knowledge pretty much after 71. There may have been in 72, I'm not positive, but pretty much by 72, it was the Penske Porsche show. And then pretty much once the regulations came out for 74, it pretty much outlawed the Porsches because they couldn't meet the fuel mileage requirements with the big turbo. And Shadow pretty much took over and cleaned up the rest of the series. I think they only ran 5 races, if I remember correctly. So, but anyway, that will conclude my run through the collection of cars and my different grids of cars. Anybody has a comment or a question, feel free to put it down. Leave a message. I'll make sure I try to get back to you as best I can with whatever information I can actually supply that might be helpful to you. All right, guys, have a great one. See ya.